Just sitting here relaxing after the game. Yeah, it's very late on the East Coast. But I have one question. Does Aldrick Robinson do nothing but catch touchdowns? I would love to see him in the game more. Gotta give the man some kudos.
Now that is a good way to start the show. Welcome to Good Morning Gjallarhorn. And we're doing a post game of Vikings at the Rams.
Fucking post games are getting fucking horrible.
Well, this one should probably be called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly.
Dude, it's four weeks in and we have one win. What a joke.
We have one win.
Fuck.
Now, we did see some good things on this show, or in this game. We also saw some bad, and we also saw some very ugly.
You lost. That's the bottom line. Lost.
Yeah, we lost.
Doesn't matter if you have fucking 600 yards of offense or if Cousins throws for 112 touchdowns. If you lose, nothing matters.
Well, unless you bet the push.
Oh, Vegas had it at 7 and it ended at 7, right? Did it end at 10 or 7?
No, it ended at 7.
38-31?
38-31 was the final score.
Our defense is trash. It's terrible, dude.
Now tell me, what is wrong with our defense?
Well, first off, I think we played with a little bit more heart tonight. If you want to try to hang some kind of positive note on it, I think we came out and played and weren't standing around as much. I don't know what's going on with the defense. Same guys. It looked. I was talking to somebody during the game and said it looked like to me that this team has lost 8 or 9 starters from the defense that used to be so dominating, but they haven't. So you can't blame it on that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's pretty bizarre.
We only lost one starter, and that was Newman. Now, from what I gather, he had called the plays the last few years. Is he being gone making that big a difference?
Hell no. I would have to vote big no on that. I mean, come on. Newman was that big a part of the defense?
Well, I'm starting to wonder after the last 3 games.
Secondary is just getting torched, man. It's
And who called the secondary? It was Newman.
Might be the worst in football. I mean, the way we let guys run free, and you combo that with the lack of pass rush, it's just not a good recipe all the way around. It's just
we had 1 sack.
Fucking 3-play drives to get down the field over and over again.
Well, but okay.
It's hard to watch.
You want to talk about the second? Let's start with the secondary. Xavier Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes hasn't closed squat so far this season.
That's why do you keep giving him a nickname? You don't get nicknames when you play like shit.
Yeah, but he earned that when he was playing as the best corner in the league.
None of that matters anymore, dude. None of it does. None of the Zim Reapers, all that shit. I don't want to hear it anymore. I really don't. I don't want to hear it.
But today he got a penalty for holding, and then he got on the same play a penalty for what is it? Unsportsmanlike conduct for kicking the flag.
Honestly,
there is something wrong with him upstairs, which is not good to joke about with Everson Griffin. Now
he was getting frustrated with the rest of the team. I mean,
yeah, but he's getting frustrated. This isn't the first week he's been getting frustrated.
If you were a corner and Waynes was on your team and you watched him play football, what would you feel?
Well,
honestly, that wouldn't frustrate you?
I was listening to post game. Wayne supposedly hurt his foot in the San Francisco
Don't give
game,
me that shit. He's garbage.
and he's still hurt. Now,
Don't give me that
as an
bullshit.
excuse for why
Come
he's
on.
not playing well. But
Hurt foot.
he's not the only one. Let's take our linebackers. Anthony Barr got schooled today. And what pissed me off even more, absolutely pissed me off, is every time he got beat, he looked like he was running 3/4 speed behind Cup.
That he's bad. I don't.
Cup looked like George Kittle from the first game.
George Kittle. Oh, dude, it was like one bad play after another on D. I don't know what the problem is in the defense. It looks like we're playing with 8 guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just that. Like 8 guys, and you're wondering, what the heck is going on?
Terrible. I can't find the safeties. I can't find where they play. Where are the safeties on the defense? Where are they?
I watched Harrison Smith whiff on a tackle or virtually whiff on a tackle. And it's like, what the heck is going on? Curse played halfway decent.
I see Smith up faking blitzes every play. I see him at the line like faking blitzes. I'm thinking, what the fuck is he doing? Either blitz or get back, help the guys in the back end or something. I don't know. Getting caught up in the wash? Where is he?
Well, and I could understand that as a schematic thing. You know, I thought we were supposed to put Barr with his hand in the dirt this year. I haven't seen squat.
I think that was all hearsay, dude. That's all been a story. Listen, I got a stat for you coming into this game. Coming into this game, the Vikings had 917 yards passing, right?
Right.
The Rams had 917 yards passing.
I didn't know that.
They had the identical amount of passing yards. The difference in this game was the run game. And like my beautiful and football-wise wife said during the game, if we could get 8 yards on first down, like the every time Gurley plays, we'd be winning this game easily.
Yeah.
Right. Gurley was ripping off. The difference was the running game of the Rams. That gave them the extra advantage over the Vikings. I think passing, we were keeping up with them.
No, without a doubt. We had a grand total of 54 yards rushing.
When you're in second down and 2 all day, it's really easy to run your offense.
Yeah, I agree.
Darren Campbell wrote right there in the thread, why is Gurley getting 8 yards every first down?
Well, who's not tackling him?
Well,
whose job? All right, the offense or the defensive line is usually taken up by the offensive line, right? And it leaves holes for the running back. The running back comes into those holes. Who is supposed to fill those holes?
You know what? Didn't you see the majority of the runs? They'd run that almost like a USC student body right with Gurley on the late handoff, like right. All the zone blocking would take the whole line to one side, and then he'd cut it back, and there'd be like 2 guys there he has to juke. They did it over and over again. They'd flood, like the O-line was flooding to one side. Gurley would get it and then misdirect back the other way. He did it over and over again.
And who's supposed to cover that?
Your
linebackers. Our linebackers are non-existent this season.
Because they're chasing Cup down the field.
Kendricks, where is he this year? He is obviously regressed. And Barr, don't get me started on Barr. Barr, if he gets an extension, I will absolutely shit. I will grab your phone, get that number for Spielman, and start dialing him every 15 minutes myself.
He's not getting an extension. Might get an extension to a bus ticket out of town, but
it's just our linebacker play has gone to crap, and Zimmer won't yank him and put Wilson in. At least Wilson showed something and showed effort.
And why was
I'm not seeing effort?
Put Gideon back in? He wasn't any worse. I mean, they benched him.
Oh heck no!
They're not any better without him.
And at least he'll clog up the hole on a run.
At least he tries. Fuck.
It's just,
you want to hang some positive. We flip it around and look at our offense. The Rams have given up 36 points all year. out of their first 3 games. 36.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they averaged 12 a game scoring allowed. We almost got that tonight, 36. We almost got tonight what they've given up all season. So our offense is good, dude. I mean, we could they were number 1 scoring defense going into this game in the whole league, and we put 31 on them.
Well, speaking of our offense, a few quick stats.
I mean, the line isn't good, but the passing is good.
Kirk Cousins was 36 for 50 attempts, and for a total of 422 yards with 3 touchdowns, and you had a grand total of 258 of that going to Adam Thielen and Stefon Diggs. And thank Odin that we have those 2 wide receivers, because they are simply outstanding.
You can only go to that barrel so many times, though. I mean, passing wise, even throw Rudy in there. He had a great game. We are potent passing team, but
Rudy had 5 for 57.
That's a good night for him. It seemed like he caught more, but those 3, the passing game, Cousins, Thielen, Diggs, and Rudolph. That's about all you can really hang your hat on right now with this team that a month ago we said was all powerful, all Super Bowl. The passing game is the only positive. You can't lay anything up. You can't lay any kudos to the offensive line, the defense, nothing. We got a good pass. We have no run game. What is with the run? We can't run block for shit.
Well, you want to talk about pass game. Tree Stump caught everything except for 1 pass. And that 1 pass he should have. But anyways.
The passing game's the only thing we really got going for us right now.
Oh,
but if you can't stop anybody.
About the run game didn't pick up until we started running Boone and Thomas.
The offense played well enough to win, and they didn't last week. So you got to be able to stop somebody, Dave. You got to stop it. You can't let teams go up and down the field on you like that. I mean, fuck, it was Jared Goff. It wasn't Drew Brees. Fuck.
Yeah, but Jared Goff is starting to look like Drew Brees.
And you know what? He had way more time than Cousins to throw the ball tonight.
Well, and Compton was I
think Cousins did a great job tonight.
Well, Cousins did, except for not stepping up. But anyways.
But dude, look at that. Look at the rush he had to face all night. If you gave him the time Goff had, he'd have had 700 yards passing.
Oh, I agree.
Golf,
but that rush there. You want to talk about that rush? Our offensive line is crap.
Yeah. I don't know if you just really don't have to search for another word besides that, do you?
When Compton is our leading highest graded offensive lineman, and he looks like a turnstile tonight.
Well, Donald was running around him like fucking nobody's business.
But it wasn't just him, and it was
all over the place.
You know, when we focus on the defense to have a great defense, and they haven't played that way since the second quarter of the Saints game.
It's a bizarre mystery, dude. It's the same people. I mean, you take Newman out, like you said, and take Griffin out because he's not playing, but still, you don't go from number 1 in the league to this.
I know. And that's why. What is it?
Where's the pass rush?
What is it? Where did all this go? Yeah, Griffin's out.
Where's Linville Joseph? What's he doing?
Well, he did get some pressures tonight. I watched that.
But he hasn't been himself.
Richardson did too. But our
linebackers
we're not stopping the run.
Right.
Which I contribute to the run linebackers. Period. If the defensive linemen are occupying offensive linemen, it comes down to the linebackers.
Here's something I wanted to bring up before I forgot. I wanted to run it by you. I wasn't sure if you knew of this stat. We're throwing up some cool stats today. Can you name how many turnovers we've had since the 49er game?
We had, what, 1 tonight, a fumble?
No, we had 0. They fumbled, but we didn't get it.
No, you're talking about that we got.
Yes.
Oh, 0. I can't think of one.
We had, can
4.
you see my fingers? We had that against the Niners. Team
Mhm.
from Wisconsin. We had that. Buffalo. We had that. Rams.
Tonight.
We had that.
Mhm.
That's 3 games in a row with no turnovers.
Hey.
Now that
And we had a
say
chance
what you
tonight,
want.
but
I'm
we
a big
couldn't hop
believer.
on the ball.
I'm a big believer in turnovers in football. Turnovers and penalties. I think they're good. A lot of people don't look at those two things. If you're not getting turnovers, it's really hard to win a game, dude. That's
Oh, yes.
3 straight games without a turnover. I don't know what our record is, but I doubt last year we went 3 games without a turnover.
Mm.
You got to get those, Dave. That changes momentum. It helps your offense put some more points in. It helps everything. How do we have 0 turnovers in 3 games? None. You got to get turnovers.
How do we let a quarterback throw 26 for 33 for 465 yards and 5 touchdowns?
Because, like I said, about halfway through the third quarter, he feels like he's at Cal right now. That's the kind of pressure he faced at Cal. Nothing. He was out there. That looked like the Goff I watched play at Cal week in and week out. Just all the confidence in the world, nobody pressuring him. I mean, we had no pressure all night. Easy quarterbacking for him, pitch and catch.
Well, is it that, or is it McVay is such a good, outstanding, genius young coach?
No, I'm not going to say he's a slouch, but I'm not going to say what I saw out there tonight was all game planning and coaching. I said it before the show leading into this game. I said this is the best team in football. They had a terrible defensive night. Terrible. The Rams did. And they still won the game because good teams win games like this. They win all sorts of kind of games. But they have a good offensive line. They know how to run the football. They give their quarterback time, and they have a good core of receivers. There you go. What do we have out of those same items? We have good receivers and we have a good quarterback. We can't run the ball, and our defense stinks. So the Rams had an off night, but they got the W. That's how you got to do it. You win games 38-31, then you win some like they did the other day, 34-0 when they beat the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. The Rams haven't even reached their full potential yet. They got a good football team.
Yeah, they do.
They got a good coach. And I mean, what are you going to say? They're coming together. They're playing well. We're not. I mean, it's one of those football things. You're either going to play well or you're not. We got problems right now. And a lot of people are saying, Drew, after this game, we're going to find out if the Bills game was an aberration or an anomaly. Well, this answered it. We got problems on this team. That's 2 weeks in a row the defense hasn't played well. I think they played well in Wisconsin, but they didn't do. I mean, point-wise, they only gave up 1 touchdown, I think. So the last
and actually last week they played better than the initial look, but it still wasn't good enough. Short fields killed them.
They look terribly confused, like they're not following the scheme or something at some moments. And I think teams game plan well against us. That play that Cup caught behind Barr for the touchdown, if you notice where he was set up, he was kind of off slot, he's set up like where the tight end sets up. And then he did the old muddle around the line of scrimmage. He just muddled for a second to make it look like he wasn't doing anything to get guys to leave him alone. Then he went cross the defense. And as soon as he went across the defense and Alexander took the other zone, he knew McVay or whoever figured the play out knew it was him and a linebacker. And he knows no linebacker to stay with Cup. It was a perfectly planned play. It was really well done. And they burned us on it.
Speaking of Alexander, you want to talk about somebody who's playing like absolute dog shit. He's non-existent this year. Absolutely nothing. A big flat. Nada.
That the play when he let Jimmy Graham run down the sidelines is still stuck in my head. What are you doing? What was he doing? What do you think? Dave, what are these guys thinking about sometimes?
I just don't know. I really, really, really don't know. And it's just, and Zim's got to be pulling his hair out, just going, oh, this is my defense and you're screwing it up.
Well,
I have no idea.
No. I don't know.
Did you see where Rhino is going to start calling this the offense?
You gotta love Ryan Johnson. You know what? If you without Ryan Johnson in your group or on your game thread, it's actually kind of boring. That guy has some funny stuff. Everybody did in the group. I mean, I understand everybody's frustrated, but we still keep a little bit of levity involved in it. But everybody can't believe it. I think everybody's in shock.
I agree with that.
I don't even know what
I don't know.
If we could play any kind of defense, dude, we have the offense that proved it tonight. If we can do that to the Rams, who don't have a slouch defense, we scored all over them. So I don't know. 1-2 going into Philly. Woo! If I'd have told you after 5 weeks there's a chance to be 1-3-1, what would you have said to me?
Yeah. Some of the.
You would have said I was crazy.
Well, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought 2-3 maybe, because some people were calling for that because our schedule is so tough. But 1-3-1. Hey, guess what?
What?
We're in last place, baby.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess it's the only way to go but up from there. Come on, guys.
Detroit's a half game ahead of us.
Fuck, that is just terrible. What are we doing?
From NFC North champions, defenders of the North.
What about the Mendoza line? The last 3 weeks, 29, 27, 38.
Yeah. And the Mendoza line is 17 points for those that don't know.
Right.
And if our defense holds opponents to 17 points or less, and generally if our offense scores more than 21 points, we win. Right? It's like 9 out of 10 times we win. Right? Last year, the Vikings defense, the best in the league, held people to just a little over 16 points per game. This year,
it was in 2017, it was 17 points or less in 12 out of the 16 games.
Mm-hmm.
So only 4 times teams scored over 17. They've already done it 3 times this year.
Well, and guess what? Guess where we go next week?
We go to Philly. Aren't we going to Philly?
Yeah, we go to Philly. And you think playing Philly in Philly, that defense is going to hold them to 17 points?
I don't know. I felt like I was watching Torrey Holt and Kurt Warner tonight. That looked like the 2000 whatever Rams, didn't it? I mean, every guy was shredding.
Robert, and they were talking about throwback players tonight, right?
Right.
And I thought Fox and NFL Network did a very good job with that. Right? We saw Adam Thielen go, well, he admired Chris Carter. And what did we see? We saw Adam Thielen do a very Chris Carter-esque sideline catch.
Sure.
You know, 2 toes, falling out of bounds, catches the ball.
He really is. He's a fantastic wideout. I tell you, he's really good.
And then Goff talks about the smoothness of the Rams and Kurt Warner back when it was the greatest show on turf. And I was living in the St. Louis area at the time, and I agree. That was a beautiful thing to watch. And he emulated quite a bit of that tonight.
They look like that team tonight all over. I mean, even right down to Marshall Faulk running the ball.
Substitute Gurley tonight.
With the way he caught and ran the ball, I mean, geez.
Oh, he caught and ran. He ran out of the backfield. It was just...
That's what I'm saying. Next week, Philly doesn't have these weapons that LA has, I'll tell you right now.
No, they don't.
But they're
not doing great so far this season either.
No, they don't have a dynamic running back like that you got to account for every time. I mean, Ajayi's been kind of banged up, but they do have a good quarterback. Wentz is no slouch. But the receiving core, I don't think it's anything like the Rams. But here's the thing. The way we're playing, it doesn't matter.
I was about to say, look, this is the post-game show. We're supposed to be talking about our loss, and we've already moved on to 10 days from now.
Because I want to talk about a win. Can I have a win? I don't know. It's late for me.
Oh, late for you. I'm on the East Coast. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Okay.
What do you have to say, brother?
Holy shit, Dave. Meow, meow, Viking blowout cow. We'll try again next week.
Skull, everybody.
See you, dude.
On the web tomorrow.